When it comes to psychoacoustics, psychology of hearing, how we perceive sound, you know, I've been looking at how the way the film mix might have, say, a bit of shrilliness, a bit of harshness. All depends, you know, whether how you use your PEQ and your filters, and you can make that speaker sound less harsh. You know, this is why some people don't do frequency testing and all that, and they say they go by their hearing because they're just ignorant, or they just poor and they can't afford simple test equipment that you can get online free. Some of you got to pay for, not expensive. REM is free, you know, like REM down here, da 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 da, rum REM. Here I'm just using True RTA because I could use the REM if I want to. I have to open 2 windows of it, and then I could have the RTA analyzer sort of displayed, you know. I don't think it's displayed there. No, because it's on. Oh, there it is. Is it on this channel? Oh yeah, it's on this. It depends on what channel you use on the, you know, left and right channel. So if you want to, if I want to, that is, to look at the amplifier frequency response, which powers the speaker ultimately, and then of course that frequency response on that speaker is going to be totally different. It might be a little bit higher than the, or is it higher? So let me see. Okay, so there's the amplifier. That's on the THX, and then that's on the JBL. 2445 compression driver, 2380 A HF horn. And the pink noise sounds might sound kind of bright, loud, harsh, you know, but as you're going up frequencies, the scale, our hearing range rolls off, you know, it goes the opposite way. Yeah, I can still just pick out if I might change my amp, let's say I might change my amplifiers, maybe, but I would still pick out 16,000 kilohertz. But it needs to be, the system needs to be rigorously adjusted and tested, so I don't clip the amplifier or any other anomalies that might occur due to my B chain. This is my well, your A and then your B chain. Well, I probably think my players would be my A chain, and then goes into the B chain, which is pretty complicated. So I listen to certain dialogue passages and such and think, does that sound harsh or whatever? So I've still got the pink noise there playing, so I'll just turn that off and go to that mode there. Turn the fader up. I'm just listening to this Bracamado Mundabons are tasking.
Nibian round the moons. I'll chase him round the. I'll chase him round. I'll chase him round.
I'll chase him. And I'm just looking at the modulation of the frequency. So if I suppose if I could get on my step ladder and then stand up a little bit and then say the same sort of more or less dialogue, but I haven't got the same frequency larynx signature as Ricardo Montalban. I'll chase him Hang on. I'll chase him. And I've got to turn a little bit more towards looking at the microphone. I'll chase him. So it's got that, yeah, it's not like, it's got that same frequency. Does it sound harsh to my ears when I say the word? Chase him, chase him. Not really. What's it look like on the SBL meter? I'll chase him. Even though the microphone's pointing away from me, so I can't exactly point it that way because I can't read the scale. But I would say it would go up by a couple of more dB because it'd be more pointed at me. I'll chase him, but it's not really that loud. It's, and it's only sound frequency. It's not really that loud. But listening to some part, it just sounds like it is harsh, but it might be there's certain frequencies there that might need to be lowered slightly because it's kind of making the sound, the dialogue sound recording a little bit more exaggerated, artificial. I'll just go back over to digital.
I'll chase him round. I'll chase him round the moons of Nibia and round the Antares maelstrom and round perdition's flames.
Yeah, I'm just going to readjust the frequency curve a little bit more. Because I'm just use different techniques, so I'll use different technique maybe to look at the frequency response, analyze what it is, direct. I could put on the headphones and then sort of like think, yeah, and then probably put the silicone ear onto the microphone and then do a frequency sweep, see what the frequency response looks like, and then got basic got basic EQs on the on this to adjust the frequency curve, and I think they use a half octave EQ filters on the pretty rubbish, I would think, for a flagship Denon, and yet something like a professional CP200 or an STDS, they use third octave, and yet this goes cheap using half octave. That's what you get on a cheap EQ, like back in the 1980s, 90s. Cheap on a Denon. Cheap. I don't want to use the Odyssey. In fact, if I use the EQ on that, and then if it does any other I've got to use any other sort of decoding, it skews up the frequency response. So EQ's got to be done afterwards.